welcome back to Trails of Cold Steel 3. I must be quicker. Strike truer. Jessica? Wow, she's really concentrating. Instructor Reen? Sorry to break your focus, but something about you seems kind of impatient. You can see right through me, Instructor. Instructor Randy has been telling me the same thing. However, this is a problem I must deal with on my own. Oh. Should I just leave her to train? This might be a good opportunity to test her mettle. Is there anything else? Well... Jessica, would you like to spar with me? Our styles are obviously different, but I think it might be a good learning experience nonetheless. Of course. I've always been curious about the 8 Leaves 1 Blade School. Great, then it's settled. Impressive. Your stance doesn't leave any openings. Likewise, Jessica. You're not wasting any movement. Now come on. There's no need to hold back. Give me everything you've got. Understood.
Now,
wait, we're
bring
fighting.
It on!
Wait, we're fighting Reen. Hold on, what? I wasn't prepared for this. Wait, this is weird. This is so strange. What is this? What happens here? How do you what? What is all this? I'm gonna need these like immediately. Yeah, I need these like now. I'm sorry, what? How dare you?
Gotcha!
Whoa, he's frozen. Nice.
Gotcha!
And he missed. Haha.
Gotcha!
Reen, what the heck, man? You suck. How are you sucking so bad?
Good job.
Ow. I don't like it when he does this. Don't pull your craft out on me. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
He's put his defense up. Not good. Don't do this, Reen. This shouldn't be going like this.
Gotcha!
Oh god, I didn't freeze him that time.
Gotcha!
I'm not freezing him anymore. Alrighty then. Maybe one more of that.
Gotcha!
Haha.
That was good.
Thanks, instructor.
Should have used your other skill. Phew. And that is the extent of my skill. Huh. I thought I had a good sense of how strong you were, but you just kept improving. And now that I've had the chance to see your techniques again, I'm impressed by how refined each individual form of whatever school sparmanship is. Or spearmanship, not sparmanship, you dumbass. I don't know what. Something must have happened out there with Pup. Must have slammed his head into something, which he always ends up doing that. It's an honor to hear you say that, but frankly, it's a compliment I don't feel I deserve. Despite all my training, I'm still unable to progress beyond a beginner level. As I am now, my failing does nothing but sully the name. I remember saying the same thing about never progressing past beginner level. Call myself a dropout. Or wouldn't have any of it. Thus, if you truly did make light of yourself and your own abilities, that is an act of shame for which you owe yourself recompense. Shut up, you got that wrong. I still remember those words vividly. Maybe this sparring session was meant to be. Jessica, I get how you feel. This school has no shortage of capable fighters, like Kurt and Winora, just to name 2. Heck, Kurt's already intermediate level. Honestly, I'm not surprised to hear that you're worried about falling behind. It's almost refreshing how blunt you are, Instructor. But I'm afraid you don't quite understand how I feel. I'm not sure about that. When I first enrolled at Thor's, I was only at beginner level, just like you. Back then, Laura, the successor of the Arzade school, was intermediate level, and I felt exactly the way you feel now. Really? But even if I were to compare myself to you as a first year, I'd come up lacking. You don't have to compare yourself to me or anyone else. Just let me say this. To sell yourself short just because you're a beginner is disrespectful to your martial art and to the people around you. And above all else, it's disrespectful to yourself. Instructor Reen, I say those words like they're my own, but I'm telling you what Laura told me. The point is, when I was a student, I found myself constantly questioning my skills, wondering if I was on the right path. As the instructor in charge of martial arts training, I can promise you that you are more than capable enough. There will be times when you hit a wall in your training, but you're always going to find a way to break through it. Thank you for your kind words. I think I'm starting to feel a little better. Glad to hear it. I didn't perform as well as I would have liked, but my mind feels clearer now.
For the honor of Sliden.
I will continue to train, bearing my family's name as a badge of pride. Yeah, that's the spirit. That was kinda strange to fight Reen. I mean, yeah, we did that in 2, but still. Looks like the sun is about to set. Should I head back to the dorm now? Yes.
Hello, Reen. I see you're on your way back too.
Hey there, Toa, Celine. You two together is quite the rare sight.
I suppose it is now that you mention it. I guess so. It took quite some effort on her part to convince everyone to let a talking cat stay here.
I see. Thank you for taking the time to do all that.
It didn't take any time. Just had to do a few quick chats with people at the campus and in town. Just make sure you don't let any visitors catch you talking, okay, Celine?
Yeah, I know that. I've been hiding myself with Emma for years now. I wouldn't make such an amateurish.
Holy crap, a talking cat!
Meow! Wait a second.
I see Elise, but is that George over there? Wow, it is George.
I know you weren't expecting me, Reen. Good day to you, Toa. Celine.
Elise! And is that?
Sorry about that. Looks like I got you good.
Maybe you did, man. Didn't you get fatter?
George!
Long time no see, Toa. And how's it hanging, Reen? Celine? I happened to run into your sister on the train from Heimdall.
How's this conversation going down? I see. So you came to bring me letters from Father and Master. Yes, they arrived around noon, so I figured I should give them to you right away. I figured I could go back today, so I just decided to come. I had planned to just come and go, but... No, I won't allow this. The last return train leaves at 10. A girl like you cannot go alone. We have guest rooms in the dorm, so please stay here tonight. But... Yeah, I insist too. Tomorrow is Sunday. I hope you don't have any plans. Well, that won't be a problem. Fine, I'll take you up on that offer. After all, I do want to meet everyone at the branch campus. Thank you. Yeah, I'll get permission from the principal. Sorry, thank you. I was surprised to see you, but I didn't think the fat mechanic would be coming too. Yeah, I hadn't seen him in a year. He's gonna come over here after he sees the professor, right? Yeah, he said we can order whatever we'd like. George has a hefty appetite, so we can probably order everything on the menu. You may be right. That might be too much. But I was really surprised to see him on the train. He told me he spent this past year traveling all over the continent. Yeah, he was making his rounds to all the famous workshops across the continent. Zweig's Central Factory in Waburl, the Epstein Foundation in Lemen. He said he used his connections to also go to the Vernon Company in the Republic. The Republic? He managed to just waltz over the Empire's biggest rival? The two countries are practically at war with each other at the time. You're right, though there's still a truce in effect for now. George was always an advocate for peace through technological exchange. Both he and Angelica are really setting good examples. Isn't Angelica traveling the continent on an orbital bike? Yeah, I think she might be coming back soon. Hey guys, sorry for making you wait. George! Whoa, boy, why you slam into the wall like that? Come on. Come on. Here you go. Anyway, please have a seat. Let's make a toast. That's right. You're old enough to drink now. I can drink too. I'll just have a ginger ale. And I'll have milk. I heard the rumors, but seeing what happened in Crossbell, the society is on the move again, and the group called the Gnomes. Yeah. Right. Reen? Miss Toa? Yeah, that surprised me too. In my head, I know it's impossible. We went to his funeral after the war. We were there when they buried him. Yeah. He was resting so peacefully. He looked unusually content, you know, for Crow. Toa. For some reason it seems like it was just yesterday. But you're right. We know for certain. That masked man absolutely is not Crow. Yeah. In fact, that shadowy machine may not have even been a Divine Knight. It could have been just something that looks like one. Denial. Speaking of which, was the Azure Knight ever retrieved? I heard that they sealed it so that the Noble Alliance wouldn't get their hands on it. Yeah, it's being stored in the depths of Goralia Fortress. Now that Crow is no longer alive, it shouldn't even be able to teleport. So it must have been something else. Yeah, a small part of me was hoping it really was the Knight. Yeah. Anyway, the gnomes are piquing my interest. They were the counterpart of the witches, but they vanished into the dark recesses of history. They built all the spirit shrines and were the ones responsible for everything you guys found in the old schoolhouse's basement. I heard the last time they clashed with the witches was about 800 years ago. That was the last exchange between the two groups. Supposedly no one has seen the gnomes since then. And they just happened to choose today to return. They're going up against the society, and even hired Zephyr. So it seems, honestly, I have no idea what's going on. I'm sure the Elder or Vita would know more about this. Didn't you already ask the Elder, but she wouldn't tell you anything? Well, she can be really stubborn sometimes. Jeez, despite looking like that, she can be a stubborn hag. Looking like that? Oh, don't worry about it. Hey, Reen. Do you have any thoughts about the gnomes? What makes you think I know anything about them? Well, I did back you and Class 7 up in battle once. I'd like to think I know about the information you gathered during the Civil War. And under that assumption, I came up with a theory. The group known as Gnomes, could they be calling themselves something else now? Oh, that's... I've only heard bits and pieces, but... I was actually thinking that too. Over the last 2 months, my suspicions have grown. The name the Gnomes are using now is... the Black Workshop. They're the mysterious workshop that created Millium and Altina's combat shells. I've also heard rumors about them selling extremely high-tech weapons, the first-class Jaeger Corps. So, probably, the super long-range rifle that Crow may have been one of them. It's the same with Altina's combat shell that abducted me and the princess. Yeah, although they erased all of Millium and Altina's memories of the workshop, no one has seen their true face, except for Chancellor Osborne and Ouroboros. Oh, and everything has come full circle. According to Vita, the Black Workshop was part of the Society's 13 factories. So that's what I learned during my recent travels. This is, the 13 factories are like a network that gathers technicians from all over the continent. But during the Civil War, the Black Workshop sided with the Chancellor and helped him steal the plan from the Society. Yeah, that makes sense. So the key to all of this is Chancellor Osborne. He's not someone we can just talk to. Reen? Reen? Huh? What is it? It's nothing. I don't want to make them worry. Thank you. I think I have a better idea of how all the information fits together. You're welcome. I'm interested in the Black Workshop too. I think the professor might know something. That makes sense. He is regarded as the most prestigious engineer on the continent. I was planning on staying at his lab tonight and helping out. I'm leaving for Brewer tomorrow, but I'll make sure to bring it up with him. I'll let you know if I learn anything new, Reen. Thank you. I feel like he'll be more open with you. Yeah. That old man has issues. Okay. I'll make sure to drop in and say bye before I leave tomorrow. Thanks. You should give me a call sometime too. Good evening. How about we get together and have lunch tomorrow? Sounds good to me. See you tomorrow. That's it. I'll probably end up pulling an all-nighter tonight. Can't really get a good voice for George. I don't think I ever have. Oh, there you are. Yuna, Altina, Muse. And look, even Tita's here. Alright, I haven't even said hello to anyone besides Muse yet. Good to see you, Yuna. It's been a while. You as well, Altina. Tita. Yeah, good to see you too. It has only been 19 days since we last met. I was so surprised when I heard from George. Well, I excused myself earlier so as not to intrude. But when I told Yuna and Altina you were here, they insisted upon coming by to say hello. Oh, no you do not. Hold on. Okay. Well, yeah, we promised we'd all get together. And you, instructor, why didn't you invite me? Oh, yeah. Now that you mention, I probably should have. No, it's my fault. I should have let you all know I'd be stopping by. No, you've got nothing to apologize for, Elise. But hey, aren't you heading to Heimdall? The last train's going to leave soon, isn't it? Well, about that. Elise will be spending tonight at the dorms. What? For real? Yay! I suspected that might be the case. Will you perhaps be spending the night locked away with Instructor Reen in his room? Absolutely not. She'll be staying in the guest room tonight. I checked with the principal earlier, and in her words, Elise can stay for as many nights as she pleases. She would say that. Oh, in that case, Elise, instead of some boring old guest room, why don't you stay with us? You're fine with it, right, Allie? No objections. Commence pajama party. Oh my god. No. She should stay with Tita and me. After all, I was her underclassman in St. Estrella. Oh yes, I'd be more than happy to have her stay with us. This is getting way too noisy. If this keeps going, they'll tear her in two. Well, since you got the opportunity, why not take them up on their offer, Elise? I agree, but as a teacher, I recommend you don't stay up too late. In that case... I would love to join you all for the night. My voice. I'm voicing too many women, changing the range. It hurts.
Looks like you've kept this place clean. Though the building itself may be old, everything inside is well organized.
I'm sure you can thank Silaston for that. You don't have to go through the trouble of cleaning my room, though. I can take care of it myself.
Yes, I can tell. However, the hard-to-reach spots could use some attention.
Well, I've been pretty busy, you know.
Oh, I know. Don't worry, I'll give your room a thorough cleaning tomorrow. There should be no problems, provided I get back by evening.
No, I couldn't possibly ask that of you. Since you came to visit, I should show you around.
Knowing you, you'll be working even on your off days, am I right? I don't intend to get in the way of you helping out your school or your students. I came to visit and volunteered to help out of my own free will, so please go about your business as usual.
Elise. Fine, you win. But we're eating breakfast and lunch together at least. I won't let you get out of that.
I accept your conditions. Oh, and Reen, here are the letters from Father and Master Yoon.
Thanks for bringing those to me. I guess Master came back to visit while I was away in Crossbell, huh? I would have liked to see him, but I guess that's just how it was meant to be. But why didn't Dad just send these directly to me?
Those letters weren't sent to me through the post office, but a shipping company. Perhaps he did it for your sake.
I see. Did he do that just in case the letters were inspected? Does that mean there's sensitive information in them?
Reen, did something happen between you and Father?
No. Why do you ask?
When you came home at the end of last year, there seemed to be something off between the two of you. I can't imagine what it might be, but did something happen at the end of the Civil War? And could that something have led to a rift between you and Father?
I'm glad to finally see you again, my son. You've grown into a fine young man. Indeed, the Empire will soon know of the Ashen Chevalier, the hero whose brave deeds allowed us to reclaim the capital.
There's no need to worry. We're not fighting or anything. I'm still Dad's beloved son. And him, Mom, and you are all my family. Nothing will ever change that.
Right.
All done getting ready for your sleepover?
Huh?
Excuse us?
Everyone,
We just finished getting the bed all set up.
I went and brought back some extra pajamas, too.
Oh, because I've sensed your presence there for some time now.
Oh.
told you he sends us.
Oh, don't act like you weren't just as curious as the rest of us, Altina. The Shores are siblings alone together. A forbidden delight sweeter than the finest confection.
okay?
That's it! It's been so long since you've scolded me like that, Elise.
You're all making way too much racket. Don't go around shouting in the halls. I'm trying to take a cat nap here and... Ow! What do you think you're doing?
You should join us, Celine. There are so many things I need to ask you.
Good thinking. I'm sure Celine has plenty of juicy details about our instructor's school days.
Juicy details? Oh, we're gonna have so much fun tonight.
Well, on that note, good night, Reen.
Yeah, good night. Try not to stay up too late. I can't believe what an angel Instructor Lean's sister is. Her uniform is simply perfect, and she's just so pure. She's the student council president at St. Estralla's girls' school, right? Kurt, go talk to her. Put that obnoxiously handsome face of yours to work and ask if we can join too. Come on! I refuse. You guys know tomorrow's our free day, right? So that's Schwarzer's sister, huh? But I guess they aren't blood related. But that's the case then. Dear Reed, it has been some time last I laid eyes on you. Was before you left for the academy. So, 2 years ago. Tio showed me a recent picture of you, and I could tell at a glance you've grown into a fine young man. I've no doubt you're a hit among the ladies, but knowing you, that popularity is going completely to waste. Truth be told, I must journey to the eastern half of the continent. Its plight grows worse by the day. The dragon veins are nearly depleted, and the barren the barren land spreads. It is a world wholly different from the West. I shan't return to Western Zemuria for at least half a year. I would have liked to see you before I left, but I suppose this is Adios' will. I hear you earned yourself the title of Ashen Chevalier for your deeds in the Empire Civil War. I'm sure there are many things which cause you hesitation and disquiet your heart. The power within you that led you to seek my training, the mystery of your birth, your past, but you needn't worry over such things. The knowledge I passed down to you was that of the seventh form, the blade that brings a flash of light to drive back the darkness. Mastering this form is more typical than any other. I do not know if you're even capable of such a feat. Yet, 10 years ago, it was you I chose to be my final disciple. Not Cassius, not Arios. I chose you, and you alone, to be the final blade to complete the 8 leaves. In this time of turbulence, become that flashing blade which illuminates the darkness, even if for the briefest moment. I believe you and those comrades whose souls are intertwined with yours are capable of this. Goodbye for now. Once I have returned from the East and we have reunited, I shall impart to you my final teachings. Yun Kafai. How does he always do that? He writes as though he knows everything I've done and sees right through me. Eastern Zemuria. In recent years it's grown barren, and there's less and less fertile ground to go around. I'm sure Master doesn't need me to worry about him. No, it's not my place to worry about him. The seventh form is void, emptiness, darkness, and it's also a blade that brings a flash of light to illuminate that darkness. He's always told me that, but I think I'm finally starting to understand. I think it's a bit too...